Everyone, this is Teacher Wendy. Today, we're going to be talking about autism. Maybe some of you are familiar now with autism. It's being portrayed in some TV programs or movies, or maybe some of you have heard it in the news, or siguro yung iba sa inyo may kakilala, kamag-anak, kaibigan, or maybe some of you are parents of children with special needs, particularly itong tinatawag na autism. Pero ano nga ba ang autism? Autism is a common term used for autism spectrum disorder or ASD, a condition related to brain development that affects a person's social interaction and communication. Tawag ito na spectrum dahil sa wide range of abilities or severity ng symptoms that are being displayed or experienced by people with autism. People with ASD might communicate differently. Some may have difficulty talking to you, or they might not look you in the eye when you talk to them. Some may have behaviors that are hard to understand. And no two individuals with autism are the same. So ano yung mga pwede nating gawin para maintindihan natin sila at maintindihan din naman nila tayo? Schools are closed. So how do we do that at home? No, so if you're a parent or if you're interested, then come and join us in this topic. So ngayon, pag-uusapan natin itong mga strategies that can be used by anyone, anywhere, to support children with ASD. But first, let's define what is social communication. Well, social communication, it is sharing information with someone else using language. And sometimes kasi may mga misconceptions na people with ASD don't want to communicate. No? Totoo ba yon? Tama ba yon? That people with autism, they don't want to communicate? Of course not. No? Everybody has something to say. And there are a lot of ways to communicate. No? Paano nga ba makipag-communicate? A lot of kids with autism, some are nonverbal. Ito yung, they don't use words or spoken words, but rather they use pictures or devices or sign language to communicate. And meron ding iba that they just repeat words or phrases. Meron din namang iba that has a very wide range of vocabulary. So how do we promote language development for children with autism? Number 1, encourage play and social interaction. Yes po, play, as in laro, no? You play with your child, you play with your kid. Why? And they learn a lot of things through playing, and that includes language, no? They use words, communication skills when you play. And play provides enjoyable opportunities for you and your child to communicate. No, you try a variety of games, no? Try to find kung ano yung interest, saan yung interest ng anak niyo po. Also try playful activities that promote social interaction. It could be like through singing, reciting nursery rhymes. Number 2, imitate your child. Kasi when we imitate our children's behavior, their sounds, while playing, it encourages them to vocalize more and interact more, no? So long as it's a positive behavior, try to mimic what they're doing. If they're playing cars, if they're rolling cars, then you roll the car. But if they throw the car, don't throw it. Kasi you try to imitate lang yung mga positive, yung mga good behaviors. Why? Kasi through that, they will also learn how to copy you. And number 3, exaggerate your gestures. No, use both your body and your voice when you're communicating. For example, extend your hand to point when you say look, no, ganun, look at the bird, look at the sky, no, exaggerate and nod your head when you say yes, yes, that's a car, yes, that's a train, no, exaggerate. Why? Kasi when you use gestures that are easy for your child to imitate, then it helps them to communicate. And other examples, clapping, no, clap your hands, close open, no, very basic in sa atin, close open, no, stretch your arms, shake your hips, no, so exaggerate. So when you use nursery rhymes, when you use songs, you do the actions also in front of your child, do the actions, exaggerate the actions, use big actions for your child to copy you, for your child to imitate you. Same thing, you respond to your child's gestures. No, when your child looks at or points to a toy, hand it to her and take the cue for you to play with it. Similarly, point to a toy, point to a toy you want before picking it up. No, kumbaga you respond to each other's gestures. Okay, next one. Leave space for your child to talk. Patience is the key when teaching children with ASD. Kasi iba-iba ang processing time ng mga bata, no? Especially children with autism. So give them time to absorb what you have said, and process it at their own pacing. No, don't try to hurry them. Kasi when we do that, we are just slowing them down kasi they try to reprocess again what you have said. So use simple language, instruct them or tell them or communicate with them in simple words, and then give them time to respond. Next one, build a routine. Bakit routine? Kasi children with ASD, they feel safer when they have a predictable routine to follow. Ano ba itong mga routines? Like, example, 7 a.m., they wake up, 7:30, they'll have their breakfast, 8 o'clock, let's say it's your playtime. So, no, kung ano yung interest po nila. And then, 9 o'clock, let's say 9 o'clock, you're gonna have your reading. And then 10 a.m., you're gonna prepare for snacks. So, depende po sa inyo. You build that routine kasi they learn best if they know what is coming next, and this would lessen meltdowns if they know what's gonna happen next. Just be consistent, stick to your schedule, set up a schedule for your child, like a time for meal, regular times for meals, therapy, bedtime, or playtime, no? Just set up a regular schedule with him, and then eventually your child will learn to become independent. And if there is an unavoidable instances that you need to change your schedule, just prepare your child for it in advance, no? Like tell him or her na today we won't have school is closed, so we're gonna just learn here at home, no? Maybe today we're gonna read a new book. So just prepare your child. And lastly, reward good behavior. Positive reinforcement can go a long way for children with ASD. No, catch them when they're doing good. No, praise them like, "Oh, very good." No, exaggerate when you compliment them. Also look for other ways to reward them for good behavior. You can use stickers. No, kahit small stickers lang yan, it will really encourage the child to do better and better, no, whether in school or at home. Or siguro sa bahay, kung wala kayong sticker, you can let them play with their favorite toy a little longer. Kasi let's say yung playtime nyo is just example 30 minutes lang, no? And then tapos na yung activity and your child did well, then maybe you can give her an extension. Okay, I'm gonna give you another 5 minutes. You can choose your own toy. Ano man yung gusto ng bata, your favorite doll or whatever, you can give that as a positive reinforcement for listening to you, or for behaving well during your session or during your activity. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something new today, and I hope that we can all have a brighter and more positive outlook towards children with special needs. And have a good day.